Aloha, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Let's Play Dark Souls. Alright, so you just got your last episode. We just got the first Firekeeper soul here at this shrine. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here. Now, some things will be blocked off to you if you are a human. This isn't always true. This will always be available to you. However, if you're getting invaded, a fog gate will appear on both these elevators, because these will take you to an area where you're not supposed to be for that invasion. And there's also no boss through these elevators. So with that being said, you want to make sure that, if you're human and you're wondering why there's a fog gate there, it could be because you're either being invaded or you're playing multiplayer. If you're doing multiplayer, like co-op, you're going to have to send somebody on their way. But here we come back to Firelink Shrine. And so for those of you who still don't know where we are, we're going to come down here and we're going to find Petrus. So if you remember in one of the earlier episodes, although I truthfully don't remember which one myself, but now we have this guy's armor on. But if you come down here, Knight Lautrec, who we freed, is actually down here as well.
Ah, hello there. I have your reward. Please, accept it.
Sunlight Medal.
I am grateful to you for freeing me. Not enough for you? Well, let's not be greedy now.
I kind of don't like how they annotate his laugh.
By the Lord, your face. Your humanity is really slipping, but there are methods. Most fools have more humanity than they know what to do with. Now, who do you imagine will make the best use of it?
So there you can see that Knight Lautrec has kind of a dark side to him.
You again. What is it? Our futures are murky. Let's not be too friendly now.
Now, there are easy ways to kill him, and there are difficult ways to kill him if you don't like where he's going with this. And he does have a magnificent item that he starts out with. I choose to let him live, though. I don't really have a problem with Knight Lautrec all that much. But here, we have a Firekeeper Soul, so she still won't talk to us. But if we reinforce our Estus Flask, we can use the Firekeeper Soul to now get an Estus Flask +1. All in all, I hear that it's possible to get +7 to your Estus Flask, although, truth be told, I don't think I've ever done a full +7 Estus Flask. No, that's not true. I've done that before. But in one playthrough, I've still yet to find a way to get actually +7. I've been able to get +6 at the moment. That's as high as I can get in one playthrough. And that's making sure that you get every Firekeeper Soul that there is to get. Comes the second playthrough, though, I've managed that, when I got into the second playthrough, that I could instantly just make it a +7. So that's another easy thing. And the second playthrough, in my opinion, has a lot more rewards to it than playing the first playthrough. First playthrough is kind of like your easy mode, essentially. Alright, so now that we have the Drake Sword, we have a lot more options about what we can do. And I'm actually going to show off the very first blacksmith that you can get to in the game, because that I did not bother doing. And now that we've been finding upgrade materials, I do actually want to show that off, because before this point, I don't believe you actually find any upgrade materials, which is a small thing I kind of dislike, because I wish that they had done, like in Demon Souls, the tutorial, if you went through it, you would actually get more souls, not a lot, but you would get like an extra, starting off 1,000 souls to start the game off out with, and some upgrade materials to upgrade your equipment. And in this game, they mitigated that. This will also be a good place to show off the Drake Sword hidden ability. So weapons in this game do, not every weapon, but there are a lot of weapons that have off hidden abilities that are not always necessarily stated. Here, if we go into the description of the Drake Sword, This sword is one of the rare dragon weapons, is formed by the drake's tail. Drakes are seen as an undeveloped imitator of the dragons, but it is likely that they are distant kin. The sword is imbued with a mystical power to be released when held with both hands. So if you hold it two-handed, not really noticing anything there because that's our R1. However, if we press R2, you get a Tetsuka Tensho attack with it. That could be really good for some types of PvP. I'm not a big fan of it. There, again, the tracking, way too much. But I didn't show this off earlier. I'm pretty sure I killed this guy, but I didn't show the stairwell.
Well, this is unusual. You haven't lost your head. And more importantly, you're free. How on earth? Well, I shouldn't pry. I'm Rickett Vinheim. I was once an established smith, though. Look at me now. Can you believe it?
I can't believe that you're Rickett Vinheim.
What is it? Have you? Oh no. Don't worry. I've no intention of escape. It's safe here. I can't bear the thought of going hollow out there. Although, I must admit, I've not much to occupy myself. How about this? I could forge your weapons, albeit with rather minimal tools. I'll show you what made me the best in Vinheim.
So here's actually the first blacksmith that you can find in the game. He also does sell you some spells, so if you're interested in becoming a spellcaster, he does sell you Soul Arrow and Heavy Soul Arrow. Or if you start off the game as a spellcaster, this can be a great place for you to start off and go. Sorcerers will already start off with Soul Arrow, but here you can come by a second copy of it. So, if you can see there, the uses we have for it are 30, so you can actually have 60 uses right off the bat. Or if you want a heavy version, that way you can do some more damage, you can get this, which only has 12 uses, but does a bit more damage. And then it also sells you a Sorcerer's Catalyst if you're trying to become a spellcaster. That would mean that you need...
Come back soon. Smithing helps soothe my nerves. Don't let me wither away out of idleness.
Talkie.
Ah, hello. What weapons have you brought? Go on, show me.
So same thing, he still upgrades weapons just like anybody else. So I'm going to start upgrading the caestus, because I do think I want to mess around with those. Equipment. Nope. Reinforce. Armors. Nope. Still the same armors. Oh, that's right. I do have the Balder leggings, though, now. So if I do choose to upgrade those defenses will go way up. The Balder set, if you're having a difficult time with the boss of the area we're about to go into, the Balder set, it doesn't resist him completely, but it resists him quite a bit. You can really put this boss to shame with either the Balder set or the chain set. But we're going to leave both of those alone for now. We've already purchased from him.
What is it? There's nothing to talk about. We're both cursed, undead. But what's there really to moan about? Goodbye then. Keep your head on it. You really have a break for nothing.
So as you can see, he's kind of in his own little prison cell down here, and can't really do much. So, he does like the attention. So here again is a nice little trading ground. If you want to see how a weapon works, this is where I would encourage you to go to use it. So first we're going to annoy this guy. So here with our caestus, we have a left, not hook, but left straight that we can do. But we can also parry with the left caestus. And that is our riposte with the right. The R2 attacks, you actually have a strong punch and then an uppercut. And because I upgraded the caestus, these are going to do a bit more damage. Oops, I did not mean to actually break that. And these guys are actually meant to be like one-shot. So if you're wondering why they're going down so easy, it's not that the caestus are doing a lot of damage. You can see that they're only doing like 73 compared to the 200 that the Drake Sword does. However, I really missed that? Wow, I'm blind. Now, I'm not a big fan of dual-wielding caestus. There is a trick later in the game that you can do, which can make dual-wielding the caestus extremely effective and a little bit unpredictable as well. I'm probably not going to show that off in this playthrough because it's actually quite expensive to do, but it's something fun to do. And if you're wondering what the difference between the two blacksmiths are, I will also be showing that off later as well. Now, something that's weird is that I think the caestus actually get a benefit from... Yeah, they get both a benefit from your strength and dex. So if you're going for like a quality build and you want some blunt damage, quality being a strength and dex build primarily focused. You're not going heavy on strength or heavy on dex. You're keeping them pretty equal and just upgrading both of them. The caestus can be a good blunt weapon for you to use. One of the giant limitations of them, though, is that you have to be like kind of point blank in order to appropriately use them.